At Google I/O, they announced the biggest change ever, in my opinion. I think many would see it the same way. The biggest change ever to Google search as a product, because they're rolling out something new. It's no longer going to be a search bar. It's going to be a search box. So DuckDuckGo is having a pretty good couple of months. Yeah.
Good? That's what you call good. Interesting.
Really good. So, for example, these numbers vary depending which exact category you're looking at and stuff like that. But in both the iOS App Store and the Android App Store, they went to the moon. It is basically an AI chat interface at this point.
Yes.
You can upload images and other things.
By the way, this is also a major, maybe upgrade, but still change.
Well, think about it. Think about it, Chris. Like, because, we're talking about how does Google plan to report search terms or match keywords if the queries are getting so long. But what if there's an image attached? Welcome to another episode of Growing E-Commerce. I'm one of your hosts, Mike, and with me, as always,
Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Enjoying another Red Bull.
Yeah.
Maybe this is my starting.
We had a good one last time. Huh? Well, we're not talking about product placement today. We're going to be talking about whether or not Google went a bridge too far or a box too far.
A box too far.
You'll find out what that means in a second. And also new data from eMarketer calls into question what's going on with OpenAI ads and AI advertising as a category. And but also gives us some insight into where this category stands with Google today. So it's very interesting.
Yes. I love these two topics. I think they're very much adjacent to what we have been talking about the episode before.
Yeah.
And Mike, I mean, let's jump right into it.
Sure. Are we starting with Google or eMarketer?
Google?
Let's start with Google.
Yeah.
All right.
Why not?
And this is, by the way, based on data from Sensor Tower. They look at different app store rankings and stuff like this. But something interesting happened. Okay. So I'm looking at category rankings for DuckDuckGo. In case anyone listening doesn't know DuckDuckGo, it is a Bing search wrapper. Basically, it's an alternate search provider, and they're positioned around like privacy. And right about now, they're positioned around not using any AI in their products unless you want that.
No tracking, basically.
Yeah, but also like in the AI, yeah, exactly. On the tracking side, the advertising side, then also on these AI search features. So DuckDuckGo is having a pretty good couple of months. Yeah.
Good? That's what you call good. Interesting.
Really good. So, for example, these numbers vary depending which exact category you're looking at and stuff like that. But in both the iOS App Store and the Android App Store, they went to the moon. So, for example, in top free applications, they went from around position 400 to being in the top 100. By another measure, they went from being around position 175 to being around position 40. So these are really big jumps, sustained jumps.
Sustained jumps, yes.
And no matter how you look at it, this all happened around May 20th, May 21st of 2026.
My assumption would be that DuckDuckGo released a massive impacting feature.
They must have massively improved their product, right?
What happened? I mean, or was it something else?
They did nothing. Maybe they've thrown some marketing.
Don't be too harsh on them.
Yeah,
but there was no major. Well, there was no major feature release.
No.
On DuckDuckGo's side. Yeah.
No. I mean, I think I don't know exactly when, but they've really stepped forward with positioning their product and stuff like that.
By the way, they've been doing a great product.
They've been doing good work, but it's not related to what happened to their product.
What happened, Mike? What do you think?
It's related to what happened to a competitor product, specifically
a small one.
Yeah, Google. Yeah,
Google, the big G.
Google search.
What did they do?
On May 20th and May 21st, remind me, Chris, what were there anything happening around?
I don't know, man.
There was, that's right. There was Google I/O and Google Marketing Live.
Yes.
At Google I/O, they announced the biggest change ever, in my opinion. I think many would see it the same way. The biggest change ever to Google search as a product, because they're rolling out something new. It's no longer going to be a search bar. It's going to be a search box. And that's my lame joke at the start. Did Google go a box too far?
Now we go full circle.
Yes.
Ladies and gents, this is how smart the intro was of our beloved Mike Ryan.
You know what? This is a high production podcast.
Yes, you put thought into it, mate.
Yeah.
But
so
all jokes aside, it sounds ridiculous, right? From a bar to a box. I mean, but if you look into it, the box is literally a big change to how you search, how you should search, what it is implying in terms of how Google wants you maybe to search.
Yes,
the box is substantially different to the beloved bar we got used to.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I just think because Google's been saying that search queries are getting 2 or 3 times longer.
Yes,
already.
And on these agentic AI surfaces, I think that was the first stat they shared with us.
Yeah,
2.5x.
Yep. And now their main search product is going into a box, which is just from I'm not a UI UX expert or something, but I think it's pretty obvious that if you have a bar or you have a box, you're going to type more.
Yes,
or less.
For sure. For sure. There is some, there will be some priming effect going on. For sure.
Yeah. And the reason people are reacting to this is because, it's not only that, it's just, this is the interface that we've all become familiar with from ChatGPT and Google AI mode and elsewhere. It is basically an AI chat interface at this point.
Yes.
You can upload images and other things.
By the way, this is also a major, maybe upgrade, but still change.
Well, think about it, Chris, because, we're talking about how does Google plan to report search terms or match keywords if the queries are getting so long. But what if there's an image attached to it? I want shoes like this. And you add an image you took of your,
or I upload my biceps and I tell Google, I want to have one which is twice as big.
Yeah.
What's the reference point? Look, there's massive implication, really. Because what I think is Google is doubling down on their vision that everything will be conversational, everything will be massively Gemini-powered, and I think they have massive confidence in the product landscape to deal with this more conversational search queries. The question, though, is if we look at this DuckDuckGo indication, is the market adopting it?
Yeah.
Is the market ready for it?
Clearly not everyone is.
Clearly not everyone is.
Yeah.
And DuckDuckGo is just one indication with regards to the end consumer side. I think maybe we have some time today to also talk about, what about the online retailer, the D2C, the online player in general, the operational teams? There is so much things going on. There are so many things going on. And I think I stated in the last episode, maybe Google, we were hard on them because it seemed to be kind of this innovation dilemma. They were very slow, very hesitant.
Yeah. Right
now, maybe the pace is too high.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. It certainly could be. And this is a clear indication that a significant share of Google users are, for whatever reason, not happy with this new box.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll see what happens to DuckDuckGo's market share. I don't know. Ultimately, I don't know what it means for DuckDuckGo to be a top 100 app compared to a top 400 app. And, that's compared to, they need to keep doing that for years to take market share.
Sure.
But it's a clear sign that for some consumers, this is too much. For retailers, the pace of change is exhausting and relentless. For us too, to be honest.
Yes.
And the other thing, there's all these quotes. There's like that famous Bill Gates quote about that basically things don't change as much as you expect to in the short term, but more than you expected in the long term. But I feel that every day because I feel like everything is changing. And but I also feel like everything's staying the same a bit too. It's sort of both. It's really weird.
Yeah. And talking about this weirdness, and I'm circling back to the marketing life. Look, we are a specialized company, a truly specialized company. It's Google, Microsoft, Meta, right?
Yeah.
And we're very much focusing on everything they release, the campaign types, with people like you who are globally respected experts. But man, even the two of us, we're sometimes what the and it's not just understanding what this new campaign type or campaign technology is about. Of course, it's also about understanding the implications.
Yes.
How does this interfere with everything else I do?
I know.
How to really optimize it. I really feel like that Google space. I mean, hats off to them. But
yeah,
I think it's too. I'm not kidding. It's too much.
I think even for them, it's a lot. I don't think they would really disagree with you. I think it is a ton.
It's a ton, and maybe this is a bit off track here because it's not directly related to DuckDuckGo. But you mentioned now that maybe even for Google it's too much. We talked about the AI Max for shopping, right?
Yeah,
and all the massive capabilities AI Max for shopping has now.
Yes,
I think you brought this up, Mike, and the more I think about it, the more you're right about that. I think shopping becomes so powerful again that some retailers might ask themselves, why should I even do PMax?
Yeah.
And that's certainly not in the interest of Google, I assume. PMax is the main campaign type for them.
Yeah, they've invested a lot of money in this and in building it and marketing it, everything else. I've really racked my brains about this, and I've asked Googlers directly. I've raised it to Google. Are you aware? Because, or just to finish the thought here, like AI Max for shopping it's classic shopping that everyone knows and loves with great controls that everyone knows and loves. And then it also can create these feed-based DSAs, which are a super popular concept with people. So it can cover text ads, can cover the whole search network. It can deliver these new AI formats like we talked about in the last episode. It can appear in AI mode. It can do everything that PMax can do for search network with arguably better controls and reporting.
Better controls.
And because, PMax will be able to do those things too. But not everyone has been satisfied with PMax from the start, with the way it's structured. And, you've got other campaign types like Demand Gen, which is Demand Gen does everything PMax can do for video and display, but with better controls and reporting. And, that was, people didn't want search network and video display together. No one I think I ever talked with liked that idea besides Google. And if you can have the best of both worlds, why wouldn't you?
Yeah. And that example, and by the way,
we are way off topic, but it's fascinating. Let's run with it.
It's fascinating, and it's an indication that the pace Google is running on right now might even be too fast for them, because the strategic misalignments, which are obvious here, I don't know if they foresaw it, and I'm not even sure if they are aware of it. That's for me the thing.
I'm not sure either.
And by the way, the great thing is that also from a technological perspective, I think we made the absolute right decision to double down with our technology on both campaign types, standard shopping and PMax.
Yeah.
Because however you see it, standard shopping is certainly here to stay.
Yeah. Yeah. If I can.
Right?
Yeah, definitely. If I can give so we kind of rarely never talk about our product or stuff like that on here, but if I can give us a little credit, we anticipated that shopping was going to have a comeback.
Yes.
And we anticipated that a while ago.
And to steer it holistically with a powerful platform, I think we were absolutely right. I mean, shout out to ourselves.
Yeah. Well, hey, good job. We
good job.
We correctly anticipated, because I think shopping is going to have a major comeback.
Yeah.
But
and going back to the initial thought here, so DuckDuckGo, strong indication that that the end consumer in this case is not too happy about this massive change from bar to box. And but I think there's more to it. Google is so fast that not just the end consumer, but I think really also the online retailer, the experts, they're struggling with this space.
Yes, for sure.
And my honest take on it is, I don't look. I love a lot of things Google is doing, and a lot of things we have been very positive about. But I don't even see the pressure for Google right now.
No,
I mean, ChatGPT is not the fastest innovator right now.
No. Yeah, I mean, they're building fast, but they're not innovating. Exactly.
That's the correct way to put it. So that's surprising to me that Google is going all in so fast. Let's see. DuckDuckGo, we will monitor it.
Yeah,
if
absolutely.
This is really sustainable.
We're going to watch, and we'll be talking about DuckDuckGo ads in a year from now. Man, DuckDuckGo ads, the biggest opportunity
ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Ever.
It's because
it's overtaking ChatGPT in ads.
Digital was the fourth wave of advertising. Retail media is the fifth wave. The sixth wave of advertising is DuckDuckGo.
And we will look at this episode.
Yes,
and love our ass off. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let's talk about the eMarketer data.
Yeah, and I want to transition a bit because we're just talking a little bit about how much everything is changing. And one thing, there's a framework that we've been presenting a lot over the last year, and I think we've talked about here, where we know that classic search is going to be going through some kind of a decline, and Google may be responsible for pacing that, or the market might be more responsible, or competition. We don't know, but it's going to go through some kind of decline. And these new AI services and also AI ads and stuff like that, they're going to become ascendant.
Yes.
And depending on to what extent that happens and how fast that happens, that's either very disruptive or it's no big deal and it's manageable.
Yes.
But what I like about this new eMarketer data is that it gives us sort of a first status quo, and it also has an outlook into the future. I'm not a huge fan of eMarketer data, I have to say. It's sometimes a bit clickbaity for me. Sometimes I feel like they're just extrapolating way too far into the future. But it's always worth a conversation. I'll put it like that.
Yes. One thing, they are for sure, they are quite bold with their predictions.
Yes.
And they don't hold back.
No, they don't.
Hats off to them.
Yeah. So
for better or worse, let's talk about the data.
Yeah. So for viewers, we'll put this on screen, and for listeners, I'm going to describe it to you best as I can. They have a bar chart a stacked bar chart going from 2026 through 2030. And so each of these columns, I said it's stacked. It shows you the sum of 3 categories of AI advertising spend. The categories are AI search adjacent, which basically means when an ad is above or below an AI overview. Yes. AI conversational search is the second category, which is when an ad appears inside of AI mode or inside of Bing Copilot or Microsoft Copilot or these kind of things. But let's face it, basically AI mode. And then the third category are ads inside of AI chatbots and
ChatGPT.
They're ChatGPT, exactly. So they show us that in 2026, in the US, they're estimating that all of AI advertising, so adjacent to AI overviews, inside AI mode, and inside of chatbots like ChatGPT, sums up to 32 billion. And for context, Google's total search spend in the US, we'll have to see what it will be in 2026, but it'll be upwards of 100 billion.
Yes.
So, ballpark, we're talking about a third right now, which is a lot.
It's a lot.
But it's also not overwhelming. And
not overwhelming, yeah.
80% of that, according to eMarketer, is AI search adjacent. So that's not surprising because I think that, at least for me, AI overviews trigger on like every search.
Everything.
Yeah. And often ads also trigger. I think that picture still hasn't changed for e-commerce the way that it will.
Yeah.
But so I think that's a really interesting status quo to see
yes.
where are we here. Okay.
And how big is it?
About a third. All right. And then again, 2030 is...
Why is 2030 such a big thing?
All right. Well, first off, it's a new decade, and it's and it's comparably a long time. Like, considering how fast all this stuff changes and how uncertain everything is, it's a long way to look forward.
Yes,
but it's also
a date.
It's one of our favorite themes on this podcast. Do we do it too much, Chris?
I don't know. Actually, I don't care. Actually, I don't care. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Don't hold back. 2030 is the year in which OpenAI wants to cross the 100 billion.
Yes.
With their ads business. And
which means that they would be as big in 2030 as Google is now.
Yes.
Or wait, that's their global.
That's the global.
So maybe they'd be 50 billion in the US. 50 billion. So they'd be half as big as Google. Okay.
And why this is so important? Because we assume that most of the revenue ChatGPT is crossing will be a chatbot-driven ads revenue, right?
Yes.
And according to eMarketer, for better or worse, the total addressable market in 2030 is, what is it, Mike? I don't have it top of mind. It's hard to. But
it's about let's say 6 billion.
6 billion
for ads inside of chatbots, AI chatbots.
Yes. And on the one hand, this should just tell you that the 100 billion Sam Altman is running around with are just unrealistic.
Yes.
But for me, on the other hand, it puts this whole AI agentic ads revenue. Maybe it's not a bubble. It's a real thing. It's relevant.
Yes.
But it puts it into context again.
Yeah.
It's not this huge thing which is happening overnight. It's not happening according to eMarketer. It's not changing everything within the next 4 or 5 years. I think this is the major takeaway for me. That yes, it's relevant, complementary, incremental revenue for you.
Yeah.
But it's still just a tiny part of the whole cake, right?
I mean, I want to look at that because, so eMarketer's number that they peg for all of AI advertising in 2030 is 68 billion.
Yes.
And we're saying that Google is already upwards of 100 right now.
In the US, yes, sir.
It'll double from the 33. That it'll more than double. That's something. But Google's revenue is not going to stand still in the meantime.
No.
So that might be 50% or something by then. I don't know what the numbers will be, but it's really fascinating. And ChatGPT thinks that things are going to play out dramatically different and entirely in their favor.
Yes, and we'll find out. And again, good for them if it does.
I mean, I promise you that this chart is going to be.
Will certainly be wrong.
It'll be wrong in one way or another.
Yes,
at least one thing's about it. It's going to be wrong.
Yeah.
And I think that AI ads will be bigger than 68 billion.
Yes,
by then
probably. And I think the shares will be different.
Yeah.
And I believe that chatbot-driven ads dollars or ads revenue will be probably higher than that.
Yeah.
In talking about shares.
But Chris, we're not alone in thinking
no
that 100 billion is ridiculous.
No, that's the thing. And I think it puts it into context. But the bigger takeaway is for me, again, the question we have been discussing in this episode many times, what to focus on now.
Yeah.
As a CMO, as a CDO, yes, these agentic surfaces are important. It will drive revenue for you.
Yes.
But put it into context. Don't forget the bread and butter, which will still be your bread and butter in 4 years.
Totally. It's like I said, everything's changing, but everything's staying the same too.
It's correct. It's absolutely correct. So and one thing about the status, I believe in the status quo numbers more or less because they did the research. The projection, the prediction is shaky. I mean, every prediction. But even if you look at the status quo, right, it shows you that the portion right now, the share right now is for chatbot-driven revenue is small.
Yes.
Very small, actually. So it's such a long way to go to really be this disruptive.
I know.
additional adds a revenue layer for you. So
it's just the thing is like, there's this huge mandate right now in organizations. Like this is a burning, we see this in our client meetings all the time. This is a burning hot topic. It goes to the top to every agenda, every roadmap.
Yes.
And you know, it's good to want to be prepared, to want to grab this. There could be first mover advantages, but you just have to pick your battles, prioritize, and approach the thing in a reasonable way.
1000%, and be aware of a major bias every human has, which is a FOMO.
Yeah.
And
we've got FOMO, FUD, VUCA.
We got everything. In this case, I would love to double down on FOMO because that's what I see with a lot of our clients.
Yeah.
On a daily basis. Well, they don't want to miss this train.
Yeah.
But you're not missing it. Be prepared. It's not changing the nature of your business. That's what we try to hammer home.
Google has, to a certain extent, Google has to take everyone along for the ride because this is not, I think everyone's so spooked after seeing what happened to organic visibility with publishers and stuff like that. But e-commerce is not the same as news publishers.
No.
And, Google did not have such a big commitment to driving ad revenue on the open web. We've seen the open web declining in Google's revenue quarter after quarter for years. And they focus more and more on their owned and operated properties. And this is just going to play out differently.
Yes.
So it's true that your business could succeed more or less depending on how you react. But I also think we should take some of the fear away.
Yes, that's it. And it's more about being prepared than literally overreacting to this.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, I assume every online retailer, with the exception of our Chinese friends and maybe some giants from the US or maybe even Europe, you have to face limited resources.
Yeah.
You have only so much talent in your company. You only have so much money in your company. And why is this so important? Because if you're talking about limited resources, you have to take trade-off decisions every single day. And to double down on something which won't be as relevant as you think is a big issue as a manager. So it's rather about being prepared and be prepared as efficiently as possible, but don't forget your bread and butter. And the bread and butter are still your core campaigns within the Google and Microsoft ad stack.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I mean,
anything to add, Mike?
No, I would say let's leave it at that, man. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
So,
Mike, do we have another topic or?
Nah, let's wrap it up for today. We'll give everyone back some of their time. And
love it. And looking forward to the next episode.
Very good.
Handshake, Mike? My shoulder is...
Is it better?
Yeah, it's
better.
Way better. It's way better.
Okay. All right. But then we're going to go play tennis one time.
Oh, for sure.
We'll put it to the test.
Now you will probably have a chance to win.
Yeah.
But the time...
I don't even know how to hold a tennis racket.
But doesn't matter because I can't literally play. But we would have to play the next 2 or 3 weeks because then I'm back again.
All right. Very good.
Take your chance.
Ben, thanks everyone for listening. This has been another episode of Growing E-commerce, brought to you as always by Smarter eCommerce. You can learn more at smarter-ecommerce.com. As always, please give us a shout out on social media. Leave us a review. We really appreciate it. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.